How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today we're finally doing the review for Royal Rumble 2025. I was supposed to drop this video Monday, but because I had to wake up really early Monday, I was pretty tired and forgot to upload it. So this is gonna go up on Tuesday afternoon or Tuesday night, give or take. But let's talk about Royal Rumble 2025. A show that gave us a big surprise, and I'm gonna talk about it. It may not be the reaction you're expecting, but I'm gonna explain why and have we seen this before? And I say yes, but that's gonna be later for the video. If you like this type of content, guys and gals, give it a like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm not gonna talk in order of the matches, so I'm just gonna start off with the ladder match, which I thought was the best match on the show. This match was excellent. I love how in a ladder match they only use the ladder as the only weapon. Sometimes in ladder matches they use chairs, tables, etc. Even though it's a ladder match, not a TLC match. So I kind of love that. Reminded me of Shawn and Razor in SummerSlam 95. Not the WrestleMania 10 match. It was most like the SummerSlam 1995 match where they had to be more creative with the spots. And man, that Fisherman Buster to the ladder where all the medics came in, and it was like, man, that was a bit like Cody and KO are done. Like, I thought they were gonna stop the match, but they didn't drop the X. So great selling by both of these guys. Sami Zayn came out, checking on KO on his best friend. And obviously, I'm not gonna go through all the gist of this. I love how they did the Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero ladder spot where KO takes the ladder from under Cody and Cody stays just hanging. I always love that spot, but also pretty dangerous spot. Man, that ending where KO was gonna give Cody the package pile driver, and then Cody's like, man. And Kevin Owens is on the Solo Sikoa diet. You guys may know I don't like Solo Sikoa's diet regime because I used to be that way, and I had to lose it because my life was in danger, so I had to lose weight. But that doesn't change the fact, dude. Cody picked up a guy that's what, 260, 270? God damn. Because Cody's like what, 210, 215? And he just dropping like a sack of potatoes on the ladder. The only time that I'm gonna say that Kevin Owens' weight benefited him was in this spot, because when he fell on his neck, I'm like, his weight is the only thing that saved him from breaking his neck. And then Cody climbed up the ladder, retrieved both titles, and Cody, our Cuban Christ, the American Nightmare, the guy that's gonna take Cuba out of the dictatorship, wins the ladder match and retrieve both titles, and he's still our WWE champion. And after the match, I thought he was gonna attack KO or something, but he was just rubbing it on KO's face, because after he did the Alabama Slam, you saw how when Cody saw blood on KO's face, he just snapped and he became like a shark smelling blood on the ocean. I love that, because sometimes Cody is way too nice. So we needed to see a little bit more of a dark side, and we saw it here tonight, which I really like, which means thesis of a Hilton, which I think is not gonna happen in the foreseeable future. Maybe like 2-3 years from now, Cody may turn heel, but not now. So, and we know how Triple H does his long-term booking, so maybe in like WrestleMania 45 Cody will turn heel or something. So those are my thoughts on the WWE Championship ladder match. Let's continue with the WWE Tag Team Championship match. 2 out of 3 falls match. DIY retains against the Motor City Machine Guns. Man, this match was pretty good, but man, the crowd was not there for it. I don't know why states like Indiana and Kentucky are always dead for tag team matches, like as if they don't like tag team wrestling or something. Um, Man, I was gonna go on a snap on Indianapolis and then Lafayette for hating tag team wrestling, but then I held that in, so that's why I was silent for a moment because I don't want this video to get taken down from me snapping the hell out. But I really like how they finished the first fall. When Ciampa and Gargano faked the tag, and then Shelly thought that Ciampa was the legal man, and then Gargano came in. Boom, and that's how DIY got the first fall. I thought that was a pretty creative way to do a finish because I never seen that before. And then man, I love Alex Shelley selling in here. I love Alex Shelley selling in this match. He was always fighting from underneath. I love Alex Shelley. Tremendous worker. So this was a 2 out of 3 falls match by the numbers. The heels won the first fall, which means the babyfaces win the second fall after Shelley and Sabin hit Skull and Bones on Gargano. And now we're here on the third fall. And there was a moment. Man, I really, when they hit Skull and Bones, I think on Ciampa, when it was 1, 2, and then Gargano came in and bumped Sabin into Shelley. I mean, they've done that spot so many times that I was just like, okay, so Shelley's looking, so Gargano's. So it was a little bit choreographed, that spot, which I really didn't like. But then once again, Skull and Bones, 2 masks. I mean, they didn't go for Skull and Bones, but they were gonna go for Skull and Bones once again on Ciampa. Two guys with jackets get into the ring and destroy a crotch. Destroy a crotch on Shelly's back. I don't know if it was Shelly or Sabin, but they just break a crotch in half. And then Ciampa, I think he did the fairy tale ending. 1, 2, 3. DIY retains the titles, but then those same masked men attack the Street Profits. I mean, they didn't attack the Street Profits. The Street Profits, who turned out to be the masked men, attack the DIY. So the message is clear. They're coming for the tag team titles, which makes me think, are they gonna do a multi-team ladder match for the titles, just like they did last year? Because that's the way I see it as of this moment. But hey, this was a pretty good match, but the crowd, for some reason, was not into it. And I blame Gargano. He sucks. He sucks on promos. That's why I blame Gargano for the crowd being dead. Oh wow, I took the same I had the same picture twice. I really apologize. But okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. the Royal Rumble winners. Why people are like, yeah, 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 yeah. Charlotte was predictable as all hell to win the Women's Royal Rumble match. I think everybody knew that. So let's talk about, Jordan Grace made her debut. Alexa Bliss came back. Nikki Bella was number 30. So cool. I mean, I really didn't like the Women's Rumble match because I was thinking, man, they're giving too much to the Pure Fusion Collective. Man, and while the Pure Fusion Collective were dominating, I was like, they don't transmit any emotion. So I'm like, man, this match didn't pick up until Jordan Grace came in at number 19. And I really like this because there's some stuff that we need to talk about here, which I really liked, is when Jordan Grace and Naomi hugged each other, and then Bianca Belair was like, why are you hugging her? What the hell's wrong with you? Which I really liked because it's making us crack the case each and every single time. Oh, Bianca really attacked Jade Cargill, which they're making us believe she didn't, but with these actions, we know she did. Because why is she getting jealous? Maybe because she was also jealous of Jade? And now she's jealous of Naomi? Who knows? We need to continue watching and finding out. I mean, Roxanne Perez was the Iron Woman in this match. She entered number 3 and was in the match for almost 68 minutes before Charlotte eliminated her and won the Women's Royal Rumble match. Okay. I mean, there's not too much to talk about the Women's Rumble match on this regard, but I'm gonna say this. You people are saying, oh, Io Sky should have won. And I understand. I like Io, but you guys need to understand something. The babyface needs to suffer. The heel does not. That's why Charlotte had to win the Women's Royal Rumble, because heels don't suffer. Baby faces do. So Io may win the chamber, even though she got disqualified against Liv Morgan last night on Raw. But remember, there's always a last chance match which Io is gonna win, and then she'll win the chamber. So I don't understand why there's this whining and moaning for Io winning the Rumble. And besides, who is credible enough at this moment in the roster? And I'm talking about the ladies in the Rumble match. Who besides Charlotte was credible enough to win the Rumble and then put over Tiffany Stratton on WrestleMania 41? Who is credible enough so Tiffany can put them to see the lights after the best moonsault ever, 1, 2, 3? Only Charlotte and Bianca. But guess what? Bianca is on a storyline to go against Jade Cargill, so she wasn't gonna win. Who is credible enough to put over Tiffany Stratton on WrestleMania 41? It's Charlotte, because Bianca's gonna go with Lyra Valkyria, and she's gonna put over Lyra. This WrestleMania, I love how they're building up this WrestleMania to use the current stars to put over the future, which is Becky's gonna put over Lyra, and Charlotte's gonna put over Tiffany Stratton, which I really like, because it's the same thing that they did in 2015 with Nikki Bella putting over Charlotte, putting over Paige, putting over Sasha, putting over Becky, putting over Bayley. So for me, that was pretty good. I may not like it, but I understand the reasoning for the long-term well-being of the women's division, which is Charlotte putting over Tiffany Stratton. So now let's talk about Jey Uso winning the Men's Rumble. People whine, oh, it's too predictable. And then they give us a swerve and they whine. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble after last eliminating John Cena, which was my pick. But man, I'm happy with it because Jay is a guy that's so over. You need to strike while the iron is hot. Has busted his ass ever since he got this big break in 2020. And he deserves to be on a big time match on WrestleMania 41. And I understand the bad match he had with Jamie on WrestleMania 40. But Jamie had a torn MCL. So I'm like, I mean, they had to work it safe. And Jay is a good promo. He's a good storyteller. He's, 5 moves of doom. Every top guy has his 5 moves of doom. So so that complaint is out the window. Even Shawn Michaels and Bret have had their 5 moves of doom. So I don't know why people talk about as if 5 moves is bad. If you are over enough, less is more. And that is Jay's case right now. Man, I mean, this Royal Rumble started with Penta and Rey at number 2 and number 1 respectively. I love that. Penta almost eliminated himself, so that made me laugh a little bit. I mean, I'm just gonna skip through some moments, and then number 8 Akira Tozawa came in, but was attacked by Carmelo Hayes, who was the first one to be eliminated, and ISHO Speed took his place and helped Braun Breaker eliminate Otis, and then he was speared, just like the same way Goldberg speared Nunzio in 2004. And just threw him like a sack of potatoes outside of the ring, and then Otis just fall away, slam him to the announce table, and Speed just like that. I love that. I really love that because I know Speed's mainstream appeal. Even though I don't like him, I think he's a moron. But you used him in the right way for that moment to go viral, so no complaints there. This match, and then after that, the match was just on that water until number 15. Say his name, and he appears. The TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Joe Hendry, is in the Royal Rumble. And they gave him time to shine. The only thing I was mad about is when he spun to the hard cam. The hard cam didn't do the zoom in, which I was really mad about. How can the main roster not know how to do that, but the NXT production team does it? So that's my complaint there, but that's more nitpicking. Man, but it was incredible to hear 70,000 people sing I Believe in Joe Hendry. Incredible. Then number 16 was Roman Reigns. And man, Roman came in like a house of fire. He eliminated Joe Hendry, which, people are saying, oh, they treated the TNA champion like a jabron. I'm like, he got eliminated by one of the 2 top guys. He got eliminated by one of the 2 top guys in the company, meaning that Cody and Roman are the 2 top guys right now. Like, do you want him to be eliminated by Otis or something? Like, I didn't understand that complaint. And then, when he had the face down between Cena and Roman, and the static goes off, people started exploding. CM Punk comes out, he joins the face off. They don't touch each other. And then Seth Rollins' theme song comes in, and Seth Rollins just comes down, running down the ramp, and starts spitting the hell out of Punk. And now everybody starts hitting each other. Like, those 4 to 6 minutes where nobody touched nobody, and just let that crowd sink in this moment, it was perfect. This is why the company down in Jacksonville is struggling ratings wise, because when you tell a great story and 2 guys do a face off and the crowd is eating it, you just made it. You don't have to do nothing else. And also, I mean, let's just jump to the ending because, CM Punk eliminated both Roman and Seth, and maybe Rollins gonna go heel because that's how it feels like as of right now. Logan Paul dumped CM Punk after that, and then Jay and Cena eliminated Logan Paul, so we're down to the final two: Jay Uso, John Cena. And I saw people that they were like, okay, they put Jay there just to throw people off, but this is John's moment now. And then when they were fighting on the apron, and Cena had him off for the AA, only complained with Jay winning. The way he eliminated John Cena was a little bit stupid. I would have liked, like take his bald ass and throw him over the top rope. Like, you beat him because you pushed him? Like, what the hell was that? But I just wanted to. I just wanted to just put out there, like, the hate online that I'm seeing for Jay, especially the Latin American community, because they're not complacent with anything. The Latin American wrestling fans community, which they're not complacent with anything. They want everything given to them on a silver platter. Let me tell you this, and I'm gonna say it on Spanish, so I apologize if some of you may not understand me, but this message goes to them. ¿Dónde está el dinero? ¿Encina sufriendo o Jay sufriendo? Where's the money? Cena suffering to finally get his title match, or Jay suffering to get his title match? Obviously, the money is on Cena suffering to get his title match. Obviamente, el dinero está en Cena sufriendo para obtener su oportunidad titular. You get what I'm saying? So, and when I get mad, I have to throw my Spanish out there. So, and when I saw this, it reminded me something that my brother once told me, because one of my brothers is 22 years older than me. Yeah, my dad had me. My dad had me when he was 50, and he had my brother when he was 28. So he told me, man, Jay winning feels the same way when The Rock won in 2000. The people in the arena loved it, but the people on the internet hated it. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember that, because if you go back to the forums back in the day, if you go to RSPW in 2000, you can check that. You can check, oh my God, like, The Rock sucks. That was every single day on RSPW in 2000. People saying how The Rock sucks ass and everything like that. Meanwhile, the people in the arena were eating it up. This 25 years later, this reminds me exactly of the online hate The Rock had in 2000 when he won the Rumble to face Triple H at WrestleMania 16. And I'll go even further. The only reason people were complaining is because their favorite didn't win. I had Cena winning, but goddamn was I happy for Jay, because I was like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. And then I sat down and analyzed it, and I'm like, the money is in the chase. Because for the people bitching about Cody, his title reign being a little bit mid, which I understand, you guys need to understand, the money with baby faces is in the chase. When the baby face wins, the momentum goes down a little bit because the money is in the chase. That's why they didn't give Cena the Rumble right away and they put him on the chamber. Which I think he's not gonna win. But I'm gonna leave that for the February 28th video with the Elimination Chamber predictions. I don't think he's gonna win the Rumble. I mean, well, he didn't win the Rumble, but I think he's also not gonna win the Chamber, especially with who won in the first qualifying match last night on Raw. So, but yeah, man, Jay deserved it, and he's way more charismatic than Gunther. So take the title of Gunther. Like this title reign, and you know, I've heard rumors about Triple H not being happy with Gunther's title reign, especially his promos. He thought that Gunther was gonna get better on promos, and he's pretty mad about it. So I'm waiting to see how you marks react. I mean, I'm also a mark, but I understand also the business sense of it. Jay is money, Gunther is not. Let's just put it that way. And I like Gunther in the ring, but his promos suck. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share these beautiful moments with your families, create beautiful memories, because life's too short, but memories last a lifetime. As always, this is Anthony, signing off. Bye-bye.